Good morning. Well, it's Wednesday the 7th of September 2022 and I'm back in the beautiful Ambleside. Now, I'm in the Lake District for a week, but the weather's not good. I had one good day, which was the day I arrived, but hopefully today, it's a bit of drizzle at the moment, I'm trying to get a walk done before the rain gets too heavy, so fingers crossed. Situated on a main road at the head of Windermere, Ambleside has developed into one of the Lake District's major tourist centres. Although a visitor might come away with the overriding impression of a 19th century town, the period when most of its hotels and guest houses were built, Ambleside is not just a creation of the Victorian tourist era. The Romans built their fort of Galava here, an important centre for their communications network in northwest England. At the far end of the town stands what is without a doubt Ambleside's most photographed building, the tiny 17th century Bridge House. It was originally an apple store for the nearby Ambleside Hall, and was built above the bridge over Stock Beck to escape land tax. What a wonderful, quirky little thing Bridge House is. Fantastic. I remember the last time I was in Ambleside, Bridge House was covered in scaffolding, so I was really disappointed. I mean, obviously the scaffolding was there for a reason. Just unfortunate that it was there when I was here. But it's not here today, so it's looking good. Crossing Rydal Road, I walked up Bridge Street, where I could see the old bark mill, once used for wood turning. The water wheel is turned by electric motors as a tourist attraction only, with the building now used as shops. Turning left along North Street, I came to Smithy Brow, where I took a look outside one of Ambleside's great pubs. And this is the Golden Rule pub, which is the best pub in Ambleside. I was here the other night for a couple of beers, and I've been here before, and it really is wonderful. Apart from the other night, I came here 9 years ago, and it hasn't changed at all in all that time. If you like real ale, which of course I do, this is the place for you. And I've just seen the landlord, a very friendly chap. Said he's working part-time more now, but he still sups the rewards, and I don't blame him. But yeah, I shall be here again before the week's out, no doubt. What a wonderful pub. The Golden Rule. Highly recommend it. Almost opposite the Golden Rule is Nook Lane, which I followed to start today's walk. The lane passed to the right of the buildings of Charlotte Mason College, part of the University of Lancaster, and, after passing between farm buildings, I continued along a rough track. As I went left over Low Sweden Bridge, there were some impressive wooded falls to the right. I continued along the track, which bent sharply to the right. I headed steadily and unrelentingly uphill, above the wooded valley on the right. However, as with all climbs, I was rewarded with the fantastic views.
Oh, a bit of sunshine. Better make the most of it. And the views are getting more spectacular now as I climb up. Great views back there over Ambleside. And over that side, you could just see views of Rydal Water on the way to Grasmere. But this walk I'm doing now, this is another short one. This is less than 3.5 miles according to the route I've plotted. But I just thought, well, I'll do a short walk again because I don't know what the weather's going to be like. There is supposed to be rain again later. It's supposed to be heavy, so I just thought I'd get a short walk in whilst it stays dry. So hopefully when I get back to Ambleside, I shall remain dry. I do have waterproofs in my rucksack just in case, but we'll see how it goes. It's just unfortunate for me that the weather for this week is not good, but the other side of the coin is I can't complain at all because we certainly need the rain. We've had a very, very dry summer, and you know, the earth is crying out for water, so it's been good to see the rain, really. I didn't plan to go out and do any filming at all yesterday anyway because I knew that the day was forecast to be wet, and it was. However, you know, it's another side to the story. It's nice to sort of not take the camera with me everywhere I go because, you know, I had a very relaxing day yesterday. I mean, I was tired by the end of it, but what I ended up doing was I just rode on the buses all day. It was lovely.
After a while, the climb became less steep, and the surrounding landscape became wilder. Beyond a large sheepfold, I came to a fork. I took the right-hand track, which started to drop downhill into the valley below.
Beautiful. This is a really beautiful valley. But then, where in the Lake District isn't beautiful? Now, whilst I think about it, I owe an apology to a couple of people. Before I left Ambleside this morning, a man and a woman approached me, and the man called out my name. I said, "Hello," and he said to me, "We're a couple of your subscribers." I said, "Oh, how lovely." So we had a bit of a chat, but I'm really sorry I didn't ask what your names were, so that's not like me. Normally if people recognise me, I will ask who you are. I think it was probably just too early in the morning for me and I was still waking up. But I am really sorry to have not asked who you were. But whoever you are, it was lovely to meet you, so thanks for coming over to say hello.
As I reached the valley bottom, I came to High Sweden Bridge, an old packhorse bridge. it was truly a beautiful setting.
So this is High Sweden Bridge. What a beautiful spot. Clearly popular. A lot of people around here at the moment. Absolutely wonderful.
High Sweden Bridge is thought to date from the late 1700s and crosses the rocky waters of Scandale Beck on the old route from Ambleside to Patterdale. Though no longer used by horses, it is still popular with walkers.
High Sweden Bridge is lovely. Somewhere in the Lake District I've not been before, so that's nice. Okay, well, I'm about halfway through the walk now, so just got to basically go the other side of the beck. Head back towards Ambleside now.
Now following an attractive wooded path, I went through a gate to continue through the woodland of rough sides.
Pretty pleasant now, it's quite cool now. Probably because I'm in a more wooded area now. And probably also the fact that I'm going downhill now. So hopefully it's downhill all the way back to Ambleside. So hopefully I'll get back there before it rains too, because the sun's still out, it's still dry, but there are some black clouds up there looming, so fingers crossed. Anyway, I think I'm going to now take the opportunity to give today's shout out. And today's shout out goes to another couple of fellow YouTubers. And I'm going to say hi to Kerry and Kat, and they are Tea in Valhalla. Hi Kerry and Kat. Now Kerry and Kat, I have actually met them virtually, but not in person yet. My friends Lou and Lol, another couple of YouTubers that I've mentioned and you've met before, apart from organising the group walks that they've done, they organised an online chat. So there were several other YouTubers on there. So including myself, Lou and Lol, and Kerry and Kat were there too, as well as Rachel, who I've mentioned before, and several others who I will mention in the future. But yeah, it was great to meet Kerry and Kat, and I'm hoping to meet them in person in November, because Lou and Lol have organised a group walk again where several YouTubers are going to hopefully meet up. So I'm going, Lou and Lol, Rachel will be there, and also hopefully Kerry and Kat, because it would be really nice to meet you two. Their channel is called Tea in Valhalla, as I say, and they've done lots of lovely walking videos. And the reason I'm sort of thinking about them today is because they've done some recent videos here in the Lake District. So they did a few videos where they were walking, and they did a couple of kayaking videos. They're just great fun to watch. Do check their channel out. As always, I'll leave the link to their channel in the description below my video. But yeah, they're great to watch. I followed them for quite some time now, and what I like about Kerry and Kat, they've got a camera each, so they do film together, but they also do filming separately, and I love the way they do that. Kerry's got his own camera, and quite often when he's filming his own bits, you can see him holding his camera, and then in the background you can see Kat way over there somewhere holding her camera, and vice versa, and I just love the way they do that. But yeah, they're a lot of fun to watch. Kerry has actually got a really distinctive voice. He's one of those people where even before you see him, if you hear him, you know it's Kerry. He's got a really nice, distinctive voice. So, but yeah, I really am hoping to meet them both very soon, because they're great, and their channel, it's just a lot of laughs when you watch them together, and they're a real joy to watch. So I can't really say any more. All I can say is just check their channel out, Tea in Valhalla.
Emerging from the woodland, I carried on along the path, where I got more wonderful views towards Rydal Water, as well as across Ambleside and Windermere. Descending back into Ambleside, I passed the folly named the Tower of Friendship and Beauty, built by Henry Boyle.
So I'm back in Ambleside, and it's just 1 o'clock now. I think whilst it is still dry, I'm going to take a walk down to Waterhead, because I want to go and have a look beside the lake.
From the town centre, I walked south, following the A5075. After just under a mile, I reached the shores of Windermere. I was now at Waterhead, which is hotels, cafes, boat hire establishments and the youth hostel. Waterhead Pier has a boarding point for cruises on Windermere. Services run all year to Bowness and Lakeside, with a second service operating between March and October to the Brockhole Lake District Visitor Centre and Ray Castle.
Well, I'm at Waterhead now, and it's about 1:45. The rain has still held off. There are some black clouds in the sky. Well, I've just about finished the walk anyway. I just thought it'd be really nice to end my walk here beside Windermere Lake. And there's just something here I'd like to see before I finish.
Walking beyond Waterhead Pier, I reached Ambleside Youth Hostel.
Ambleside Youth Hostel. Fantastic. Happy memories of this place. I spent one night here back in 1987, which was the very first year I spent in the Lake District. Now, I remember Ambleside Youth Hostel was a special youth hostel. In those days, when I was a member of the YHA, the youth hostels were graded. They were simple, standard, superior and special. And Ambleside Youth Hostel was a special youth hostel. Now I'm not really clear on what was special about it. I mean, it was a special place, it was great. I mean, it was a big youth hostel and it's in a fantastic location here beside the lake. I mean, how wonderful is that, sort of staying on the youth hostel right beside Windermere Lake. Yeah, it was one of the last nights I was here in the Lake District. I spent the night there. Really good. And nowadays, there's actually the Lakeside Restaurant and Bar, which is all part of the same place. Now, when I came here in 2013, when I made my first film in the Lake District, Wayfarer of Windermere, I came here because I was staying in Ambleside at that time, and I had a meal in the Lakeside one night, recommended to me by the proprietors of the B&B I was staying in at the time. That was actually very nice. That's still going, I see. It's obviously doing well. I'm glad to see that they're still going. But yeah, what a great location. Wonderful. And there's one of the cruisers going out. One of the boats taking people out for a cruise on Windermere Lake. How lovely. Oh well, I just thought I'd end my day here beside Ambleside Youth Hostel and just finish up beside the water. How wonderful. Okay, well, I've got a couple more days in the Lake District. As I say, I'm not sure what the weather's going to be like. I mean, I've been lucky today because although it started off a bit drizzly, it's been dry until now. I can see the clouds looming over, but I managed to get the filming done for the walk today, so that's been good. I don't know whether I'll get out tomorrow for a bit more filming. Hopefully I will, but certainly Friday I'm going to leave the camera in my B&B and just have a day, might even have another day riding on the buses again, because that was fun when I did that yesterday. But yeah, lovely. Can't beat the Lake District. Oh well, I'm going to turn the camera off now. I'm going to walk back into town, have a drink somewhere. Lovely. Just enjoy the rest of my day. Thank you for following me on today's walk.